Audio Jungle.
Go get the facts. Police Federation boss tries JFG over fatal shootings, planned protests. Chairman of the Jamaica Police Federation, Sergeant Arlie McBean, has called on Jamaicans for Justice JFG to partner with the Jamaica Constabulary Force in the fight against crime instead of, in her estimation, battling against the cops. Speaking at the funeral of the late Detective Corporal Garfield Letford on Saturday, McBean noted that significant decline in murders, down 35.9% between January 1 and April 5 this year, when compared to the same period in 2024, before chiding the JFG over the human rights group's planned protests against police killings later this month. I note there are advocacy groups out there who want to taunt the Jamaica Constabulary Force has achieved. In 25 years, we have never seen a reduction in homicides at the end of February so low, McBean noted. Don't be a part of the problem, be a part of the solution. Get on board, she continued. I would love at your peaceful demonstration coming up April 29th, you have placard to speak about the reduction in major crimes. I would love for you to have the placard telling men and women who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, thank you. I would love for you to have placards to speak to the family of police officers who have been gunned down by criminals. If you can't do that, I classify you as a true terrorist, the Federation chairperson said. JFJ says its planned demonstration aimed to spotlight the escalating crime of police fatal shooting in Jamaica and demand accountability, justice, and systematic reform. According to the human rights group, this year alone, 93 individuals have been killed by the police, marking a staggering 165% increase compared to the same period in 2024. However, McBean accused the JFG of conveniently ignoring certain aspects of statistics from the Independent Commission of Investigations INDECOM, which she said put the police in a favorable light. You cannot be one-sided. It's clear that there is no recognition of the stats from INDECOM. You know why? Over 80% of all police shootings were justifiable, McBean said. JFG or whatever J you are, let it be a joyous moment and go and get the facts and leave the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force to carry out their function. St. Andrew man charged after allegedly stealing motorcycle. 20-year-old Richard Salke, otherwise called Prince, of Constitution Hill, St. Andrew, has been charged with larceny of motor vehicle in relation to the theft of a motorcycle. The motorcycle was stolen along Cedar Valley Road, Kingston 6 between Thursday and Friday. The Halfway Tree police say that about 3 p.m., a man parked and securely locked his motorcycle with a chain and retired to bed. He awoke about 8 a.m. the following morning and discovered that the motorcycle has been stolen. The man reported the matter to the police and an investigation was initiated. Salke was reportedly found in possession of the stolen motorcycle in Augustown, Kingston 7. It was seized and he was taken into custody where he was charged on Friday. He is slated to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on April 15. PNP condemns JLP witch hunt against job seekers. The People's National Party (PNP) is strongly condemning what it described as political witch hunts against qualified Jamaicans who offer themselves for public service, following the objection by the Jamaica Labour Party (JLP) to an Integrity Commission (IC) appointment. The JLP-led government last week registered an objection to the appointment of Lawrence as Acting Director of Corruption Prosecution at the IC on the basis that he is reportedly a longtime friend of PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell. However, in a release on Sunday, the PNP claimed the objection was based solely on a past social association, described it as reckless and a vulgar display of political intimidation. In the present case, the individual was considered fit to serve by the relevant commissions that are responsible for such appointments. There is no record of misconduct or bias, yet his appointment is being attacked because someone who attended his wedding is affiliated with the PNP. This is political victimization, plain and simple. In contrast, the father of a recently appointed IC commissioner was once a JLP politician, but the leader of the opposition did not stoop to opposing that proposed appointment on that basis, the PNP contended in a release on Sunday. It added that such incidents only serve to discourage decent and capable Jamaicans from participating in public life while slamming the government for castigating the job seekers without a shred of evidence. Jamaica is a country of 2.7 million people where social and professional associations with persons who are active in national politics are inevitable. Those commonplace connections are inherent and are not, in and for themselves, indicators of political bias and do not disqualify anyone from public service, the party noted. The PNP further noted that the Prime Minister's wife serves as Speaker of the House while presiding over matters related to the IC, describing it as glaring hypocrisy. It added that message being sent by the JLP is dangerous and undemocratic. Mere association with someone from an opposition party can impair your career advancement and cost you your opportunity to serve. The PNP rejects the toxic and retaliatory politics being practiced by the JLP. We as the PNP will continue to defend the rights of qualified Jamaicans to serve their country without fear, intimidation, or political interferences, it stated. Men urged to step up as fathers to help reduce crime. Men must reclaim the role of head of the household and be better fathers if the society is to improve, according to talk therapy founder and director Lexi Hales. I'm not going to say statistics because we have not run the numbers on it, but I've been through the parishes. I've heard the cry of the fathers. I've heard the cry of the mothers. But I'm realizing there's not a lot of fathers in the homes, so a lot of young people look for fathers. That's why we have done, she stated. She explained that combating this is a purpose for societal growth. Talk therapy is here to encourage and uplift and to talk to fathers in the 14 parishes about how powerful it is to have a man in your household, she said during a visit to several inner city communities on Saturday, including Rema, sections of East Kingston, Walton Park, and Chisholm Avenue. Based on what we're seeing in Jamaica with the crime and violence and the fatherless and the motherless and stuff like that, what the men are saying is that having a father in the household means a lot, she stated. She bemoaned that she describes as the breaking of the nuclear family, which is in some cases creates single mothers and in others single fathers. Now the man is being a mother, the maternal instinct in them has to be activated when that's not what they are really born for. They're doing it silently, they're doing it quietly, but they're doing it well, the founder stated. One single father who had raised his son alone for a period of time while the child's mother was away shared his experience. It was a good experience for me because I got a feel of what the mother would have to do in terms of parenting. Doing the female part of the parenting, it was very tough. But I mean, it is something that I relished and I enjoyed the cooking, the washing, you name it, the man stated. The father, who had grown up in a single parent home himself, said the village style of parenting was dying out to the detriment of young people. Most of the parents now are single parents. A lot of them don't want anybody at all to talk to their kids, whether good or bad, none at all, he stated. He added that being present was paramount. Being around a child makes a whole lot of difference. You can see that they are doing on a daily basis. You can check up on their schoolwork, counseling him, talking to him every day about life and what you have been through and how you want it to be better for him, he stated. For the fathers who have left the home, she says, it is not about sending things for your children. What about just a one-on-one? They would love to see their fathers at the sports event go and visit the mothers. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.